Hello dear friends. So in this video we discuss about the .NET component. So this one is about web development using C#. So here we discuss about the metadata and assembly. So .NET component, metadata and assembly. So first of all we will see what is this metadata and what is the assemblies. Metadata is called data about data. So in the previous slide I show you about the manifest. Manifest that is also called as a metadata, which gives you information about data. So that manifest is also called data about data, and metadata in another term we call it as a data about data, which explain more about that data. So common language runtime modules and assemblies are self-describing. So a module metadata contain everything one need to interact with another module. So metadata which itself contain complete information. So when you compile your C# code, first C# code is going to MSIL compiler, and MSIL compiler convert it into the native code, and that native code is called as a metadata, or we called it as a manifest. So here I show the example of that one. I go in a Visual Studio, and from that location I show you the menu. So this is the program in which right now I run this application and I show you. So here it show me hello world, and I press enter and come out from this program. And right now I want to see the manifest of this. So here in a Visual Studio command prompt, in this location I type ILDESM. ILDESM stands for Intermediate Language Disassembler, and in that location I specify complete path of my file. Go to File, Open, and that file is in this location, native code bin debug. So you go in this one, bin debug, and yes. So here you see this manifest. This manifest is also called as a metadata, which describe more about this program. Expand this one. Program is the class name, and CTOR is the constructor. By default there is a default constructor, so the default constructor is automatically visible here. When you double click on the main method, here in a main method you can see this code. So this code is called a native code or metadata. So I hope this thing is clear to you. Now I close this one, and now here I show you the assemblies. Assemblies are what? Assemblies we called it as a PE files. So in this location assemblies are called a PE files. Stands for portable executable files. Portable executable files are of two types. One is the exe and second one is the DLL. So here we discuss about that one, exe and DLL. What is the difference in the exe and the DLL file? So here assemblies are of two types. One is the exe and second one is the DLL. Exe stands for executable file and DLL stands for dynamic link library. Executable files, so which execute in your machine when you run it. So in the last slide I show you, when I double click on the executable file I can directly run that application. So here I show the, so when I right click on my project and here I open folder in a file explorer and I go in a bin debug, and here I double click on this. So this is the exe file which I can run directly, and I can see the result of this file. In executable file you cannot see the actual code of the program because you can run that program directly. Then console application, when you generate a console application, so console application always generate a exe file. Second is the dynamic link library, which you can run directly in your system, cannot run directly in your system. So suppose you have to call DLL files, so where you can call those DLL files? In Visual Studio, within the reference section, here you can call all the DLL files, and after that you can run it like this using system, and then you can check code of that. So you have to call the DLL file in another program, and then you can call the method of that file. You try to open a DLL file in which it shows the machine code and which is not readable by the user. So in .NET Framework we use namespaces like system.data. So those namespaces are available within the mscorelib.dll file. So I show you in the previous slide so how we can see the path of that one. So that is available inside a C drive program files, and within that you can see those files. and you can call the DLL file in the reference section of your project. So here in this section we can call all the DLL files. From this location you can see the DLL files in your machine, or otherwise here I show you the list of DLL files where those DLL files are available. So this is the path within a C drive: program files, reference assemblies, Microsoft framework, .NET framework / version 4.5, and in this location you can see all the DLL files which is available, and when you try to open it, so you can get a result in the machine format. So mscolib.dll, this contain information about system namespace, system.data, system.collection, system.generic. So and this standard library contain DLL files for C Sharp, for Visual Basic, for J Sharp, JavaScript, and because we know .NET Framework is a platform in which you can create your projects in a multiple languages. So here this standard library is available in this section. With the help of that you can see all the DLL files in your machine. So here so this one is about the metadata and assembly. So metadata is basically what? That is the data about data. So in a manifest I show you about that one. Then assemblies are of two type, exe and DLL. So we discuss about that one in this video. So thank you for watching this video.